Well, I've got to get that picture first thing in the morning. Wow, there's a lot of water flowing through here. Where I was going to go, I had to do a creek crossing. And I wasn't sure, because we had a lot of snow and it's warmed up. And I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get across that. That piece that you can see in front of me is not normally there. So it gives you an idea how much water there is flowing through here. Yeah. But I have to say though, it's nice. And I also have to say, I have a couple more trees down in my location here. But I will have to set up a different angle here, because the sun's going to be in my eyes, so I'll have to sort that out. Right, let me get set up here. Just got all my stuff. As I say, I got my hat and my gloves, and always make sure you got it with you, because you never know when you're going to need it. Right, let me get set up, and I'm going to make something to eat. Alright, wow, that sun is bright today. Didn't think it would be that bright, but it is, so that's good. I always say, coming out places, make sure you bring your gear. The other reason for that is, that's going to make a nice chair. Glorious stuff. Definitely been a few more trees down in here, that's for sure. Bear season, so make sure your bear spray is handy. As I've said in my other videos, always handy. Although I'm surrounded by trees, they're all wet, soaked in snow. So, nice dry piece of 2x4. You'd be amazed at the difference that can make. I can shave pieces off of that. Yeah. The most important thing, of course, is my teeth. In my pack. A few items. This is an area I've had fires before, so I'm not too worried about what's under here or what's under here. I'm sure that's a stable spot. As it heats up, it will melt. It will do. Some more wood pellets. Anybody saw my other video, I know that don't pour wood pellets near the hole, they fall out. Another good thing. Another good thing with having a piece of dry 2x4 is you always have dry light on it. go, that should be enough. Excellent, I need that. And as always, never trust the confidence. As I said in my videos, what you see is what you get. I'm a fancy editor. I meant to do that. Not really. See if we can get it. Spark that and on there. Oh, we did it. Yes, we did. The dry wood really does make a difference. There's loads of twigs that might be dry out a bunch of twigs and put them in there. Some of these are super dry. I can tell you now, having a little piece of 2x4 in the pack really does make a difference. I've been in places where it's so dry. Places where everything's just soaked and you can't do anything with it. Use it. So having a good campfire with a freshly fallen tree over there, there's a whole bunch of good stuff in the bottom of it. So you get those going. Should be plenty. Put it this way, if I can't light the fire with this stuff, I'm in trouble. Bit long. Now, anybody that's never used one of these tree kettles, some things to note. Never put them on the fire unless they actually have a wood ring. Actually, do you know what? It's really chilly, so what I'll do, put it all in there. I'll use what I need for my food. And put the rest back in there. Right. The Kettle kettles. And this one faces downwards. Have my little carabiner that I put on here for safety. The reason I put that on there is it's so much easier to lift up and down now. But see the flames coming out the top there? That's what you've got to watch when the curly goes. If you hold that hand above it, it will burn your hands. This one's a bit long, so we'll just chuck that down in there. Right. Yeah, it's some nice weather though. Look at this for nice. Didn't I pick a good day to come out here? Right, I'm just going to get some food sorted and then I'll get back to you in a second. Wow, and that's how quickly these things actually work. Look at that. Only just started up. I've had that camera turned off for maybe 60 seconds. Just enough time to put food in here. And that's already starting to hiss. Swap hats. My ears are cold. It's currently -7. I think it is -7 degrees, something like that. Yeah, so. Yeah. There's a lot more water in this creek than I thought there'd be. This piece through here is not normally flowing. You can normally walk right across the... I did think I'd come down this way and take the shortcut across, but I think the shortcut's flowing pretty good. I did have a couple of logs down here at one time. They got washed away. The good thing, let's get that off. The good thing with these kettles is this has a whistle on it. So as soon as it's about what I have today is noodles. Yeah. I emptied the packet of mystery goodness into the cup there. And these cups, these are the Kettle cups. If you take a packet of noodles, like the normal cheap noodles that you get, the mystery ingredients in it, yeah. If you fill one of these to just that much below the top, that is exactly the right amount of water for the pot noodles. Yeah. And that will also give me half a litre that I can put back in the Nalgene, and then I can put that inside my coat and keep it warm. You burn a pretty good one. Little ones in there. When you're using these, don't put long sticks in. I see people putting long sticks in. Don't, because when you need to take this off, last thing you want is long sticks in there. These things act like little rockets, don't they? Really. Anything we're using sticks. Always smoke it. Use this stuff. It's not. Thing. Oh, it's warming up nice. I do have after this many times. Put that one back in there. I'm trying to get out, isn't it? Because these kettles burn so efficient, you do have to keep an eye on how much wood you got in there, because you think you've got quite a bit in there and it'll actually burn through it. And that's the sound you want to hear. When you lift that off, make sure that you make sure you don't put your hand over the top, because it will burn your hands. So, like I say, fill that almost at the top. That's it for a bit. Those noodles do their noodle goodness. These wood pellets, as they get older, they definitely don't burn as well as when they're new, that's for sure. They are burning, but burn better when they're new. Yeah. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Put that on there. Just going to draw that fire up through there a bit. I don't know if you can hear that water boiling. Boils real fast. Literally it takes minutes. You've got to have everything prepared for what you need. Look at that, we're back to full rolling boiling in back to it. These kettles are absolutely amazing. Heat comes out. I use these wood pellets a lot in my Hoodoo stove. I find they work very well there. Right. Let's see how well my breakfast goodness is coming along. The thing I like about noodles is they're so easy to do. It's some kind of hot food. I don't know how much goodness there is in any of this. I don't know. It says on the packet they're good for you. Yeah. Yes. And this is the best way to have breakfast. Oh, nice, huh? Yeah. You see people out doing these cooking shows and outdoor cooking shows, I think. They've got big skillets, all that crap that they've carried for probably 200 yards away from the car because you can't see it. And they're out there cooking onions and steak and Christ knows what. Yeah, it looks good, but the reality is all that stuff's really heavy. Yeah. So it looks great in a video, which is all it's designed for. It's designed to make the video look great so that people will click on it and subscribe and like and all those other things that they need to make money. Yeah. And if that's what they want to do, it's up to them, that's fine. Me, I come out and do these things because I enjoy doing it. I never ever ask for people to ring the bell and click subscribe and all that. I've never ever done that, never will. Yeah. These videos that I do are just about what I do. Most of the stuff I do, I don't video, big one on that. But I do a lot more of this stuff than people realise. And I go places that I never video. I never tell people where they are. Because if you tell people where they are, millions of people will go there. And then magic is lost. They lose their charm. They lose the reason that they go there. All these people go to these amazing places and then tell everybody in the world where they are. 2 years later, the places are absolutely trashed and nothing like they were in the first place. So most of the places I go, and most of the things I do, I never video, never put it out as public video. I do video quite a bit, but I don't put it out as public video. Yes. This just happens to be the best way to do this. It's brilliant, isn't it? And all I did was slice off a few pieces of that dry 2x4 just to get the fire going. It looks like it's doing fairly well. Yeah. I'll just leave that going, just to burn through the stuff I've put in there. If you was to cut up, I'm going to say a 4-inch piece of 2x4 and split it all up, that would be enough to cook breakfast easily. Yeah. Glorious day though. Yeah. Snow's still pretty deep though. There's more snow out here than I anticipated. The other week I came out this way, the snow was about a foot too deep. I couldn't even get down the road. There was no way I could get down the roads here the other week. I don't know what's in mystery noodles. I can tell you now, they're not bad. And for 40 cents a packet, and they're light. What can you do? I don't think there's probably much goodness in it. There's salt in it, isn't it? So if you're out hiking and stuff, you need the salts. Yeah? As I say, the Kettle Big Cup is exactly the right size for one packet of noodles. You have to crunch them up a bit, just to get them all in there. The sun's starting to warm now. It's -7. It's chilly. I'm walking down through here, my feet. I needed my spikes because it was so cold. This is a good way to make breakfast. think people get carried away with all this bushcraft stuff. They try to make it look really, really exciting. And, oh, it's amazing, and there's always crazy stuff happening. And bears this, and cougars that, and all the rest of it. Yeah, right. They're out here. Ah. You don't see them very often. Fingers getting numb. I have to admit, this Kettle was one of the best things I ever bought. I wanted one for years, but I couldn't really justify just buying a kettle just to boil water. So they added the hobo stove attachment, which was, for me, was absolutely a game changer. Because now if I was cooking other food, I could just chuck it in there and job done. We were done. And that was good. The advantage of noodles is clean up. It's that fast. Just checking on that battery. Yeah, I don't know, too bad. Right, you can't have a bit of breakfast without having a nice cup of tea to wash it down. I suppose I could use, since I have them, I could use the big cup. Right. Cheers people, one very small camper, one very nice piece of breakfast, and a nice cup of tea. Cheers people. Oh, that's good. My ears are a bit cold. There we go, warm ears. Oh, this has to be the best way to drink tea. Cheers. I have my big cup, so I don't know why I'm drinking tea out of my little mug. And I have my big case you're wondering, yes, I am trying to use up some of those wood pellets. Nice. What a great way to start the day. Now, if you want to increase the burn of the fire, you can just put the kettle back on, because it acts like a little rocket stove if you do that. It's really quite amazing. Yeah. In fact, let's see if we can demonstrate that. Again, don't put your hands above the hole. Makes it into like a little rocket stove. Boils the water fast too. There's only about half a litre of water in there now. The other good thing that you can do is the amount of heat that comes out this hole. Put your cup above it and keep your tea warm. Yeah. Did that the other week. There's another smoky. Fire's not doing very well. Yeah, I don't think those wood pellets are doing as good as they should now. I think they just get old. I think they I don't know if they soak up moisture or what, but it's starting to crackle. I hear it crackling. You can see orange, so it's good. Yeah. That was a bad choice of seat, wasn't it? Some flame in there. Get rid of some of that smoke. Like I say, if your tea starts getting cold, you can just put it above the top, keep it warm. Yeah, just on your hand. All in all, fantastic piece of kit. That's absolutely fantastic. It's one of those things. If I was heading out into the middle of nowhere on, say, I don't know, a 5-day backpack or whatever, out in the middle of nowhere, if I was going with a group of people, I would take it with me. If I was just going on my own for 5 days, I probably wouldn't, because I've got to carry it, and it's a fairly large item. The good thing is you can actually pile a whole bunch of stuff inside it. You can really pack that down inside that. But overall, amazing piece of equipment. Love it. You can hear it starting to boil in water already. all of that was just off a few pieces of 2x4 shaved off the side of an old piece of rock. Yeah. Looks good. You keep a 6-inch piece of that, I mean it's probably 9, that's probably a foot, but you keep a piece of this in your backpack, I guarantee you can always get a fire in it. You can't light a fire with this, you're in trouble. It's simple, it's easy to take with you, it doesn't take up much weight, you're not carrying it for long because you're going to use it. There's a good flame in there now. Yeah, that is actually the heat coming off of it. It's actually huge. But put in the kettle really does make a difference. So, just in case people didn't see what I did the other week, I attached a small carabiner to the side. And then just a key ring, so that when you get these things, I have seen lots of people pick them up and put them on like that. If you do that, you will burn your hand, no question, because the heat's going to come flying out of it. That's what I did. And it's just a small carabiner, little key ring, job done. When I pick it up, and it's also easier to pour. Yeah, it's just easier to pour like that too. Yep. Great tool. Very pleased with it. So we'll just stick. I'll burn off the remains of the wood pellets in here. Try to find some snow-free ones. Yeah. I have to say, this battery's doing very well in the cold weather. I find these batteries in the cold weather are a bit hit and miss. Yeah. I'm just going to turn that around that way, just give you an idea of what's what. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Sitting there eating breakfast, looking at that, listening to the creek. Can't get much better than that. Yeah. What I'm using for a tripod is actually my walking pole. I have a thread that I put in the top there. If you just get a 1/4 thread, stick it in the top, you can use that as a tripod. Well, a monopod I guess this would be. Yeah, but it works. Yeah, I decided. Not too much exciting stuff happens in my videos. I've had people say to me, oh, you know, they're boring and all this. They're not designed to be high speed, high energy entertainment all the time. They're just videos of the stuff that I do. Hopefully people learn a little stuff maybe. But, there's no drama in my videos, there's no... people, they get into this whole creating conflict stuff in their videos just to get clicks and likes. Anything that will create anxiety, rage farming, all that other kind of crap that I see in videos now is just insane. People will make videos about things that they know are completely and utterly wrong just so people will argue with them, so they get more hits, more views and more subscribers. That is it, that's all they want. And to me, that's just a complete waste of time. Whenever I see content like that, I just block it, gone, unfinished, never watch it again. Yeah. I've seen some very good channels that I followed for some time, and then they started all that crap, and I just gone, delete. I'm not going to subscribe to that kind of crap. And they only do it, most of these things they do it because they run out of content. There was a very good guy that I knew in England who was ex-Royal Marines, and he had a YouTube channel, and he ran out of subjects. He was running for probably 2 or 3 years, but he ran out of subjects to teach. And he's not one of those people that just does the drama bullshit crap just for clicks and likes and grow the channel, subscribe, click the bell, and grow the channel. He didn't do all that crap, and he ran out of topics, and it was taking up so much of his time that he actually gave it up. Very nice guy, super nice guy, and very down to earth. Nick is name. Very down to earth. But he ran out of topics to teach people, because in this, doing this kind of stuff, there's only a certain amount of things that you can do. Yeah. And this is one of the things that I enjoy doing. Coming out in the middle of nowhere, having some breakfast. I was going to bring oatmeal today, and I thought, I've got some noodles, let me use those up. Just burn through this last bit of ash, and then I'm going to pack up and head off down the drive somewhere and enjoy this day. Look at it. Yes, unfortunately, social media has all become about drama and rage farming. I have bots on there that deliberately argue with whatever you say. They will put a counter argument on it, and I've tested that. You can go onto a page and you'll write something, and ABC123 will argue the toss with it, and then you change the argument round to agree 100% with whatever ABC said, and 5 minutes later they'll be going right back to what you were saying in the first place, just to counteract what you were saying. And it's all about clicks and likes, and I have tested that, and that is exactly spot on. If you want to try that, try it. It's really quite fun. Yeah. But, you can soon spot the rage farming garbage. I don't really want to have anything to do with any of that. So, I deleted a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. There's plenty of good content out there too. Look for it. It is there. Yeah. So there's all the smoke coming out right now. Yeah. There is some good content out there, that is for sure. But there is also a vast amount of garbage. So instead of sitting there watching my smoky kettle run out of what's name, you can sit and look at that for a while. Isn't that nice? I have noticed his battery's about to die, so I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. So I will probably call that it for the now. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful blue sky day? Yeah. I can't sit around here for too long doing nothing, so what I will do is go and find something useful to do. Go and enjoy this. Right, off I go. Thanks for coming along. I'll get a picture of that before I leave. Wow. I've got to follow this creek down quite a ways and do some more in a bit. Wow, what an amazing day.